changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Henny the Moore reporting live from the liquor store, and I'm coming with a special members only video, man, for my people in the liquor store, the patrons. And you're getting drunk on that Patron, you're getting drunk on that Henny. This is something to get you through today, man. So we're gonna sit back, we're gonna talk about what exactly happened to the Dallas Cowboys in this debacle against the Baltimore Ravens. And listen, I know we're gonna have a lot of people blaming Mike McCarthy. We're gonna have a lot of people blaming Dak Prescott. But let's start with level of blame, level of concern. Because let's be honest, in a team sport with 53 people on the roster, everybody is at fault when you win, when you lose, and everybody is a contributor when you win, right? I never want you to believe that there's nobody out there that's not culpable. Like, everybody is culpable for what happens out there on the football field at the end of the day. But we're talking about what was a bigger concern. It would have to be your defense. It would have to be your defense that's the bigger concern. Because if I was to tell you that your defense would be giving up 28 points, 40 plus points before the season started, I don't think anybody would believe that. This was one of the better defenses in the National Football League last year, despite their glaring holes. You couldn't stop the run last year, but that really wasn't a problem because you usually play with a league. We play complementary football. You know, we lean into our strengths. We're able to get after the quarterback, generate pressures. The Dallas Cowboys defense has not been able to do that this year. You allowed a team to run for 275 yards on the ground. 275 yards on the ground in the NFL is ridiculous. It's unprofessional. It's lackluster. It's all those words that describe ineptitude. Like that's not supposed to happen in college. That's not supposed to happen at the NCAA level. But you allowed an NFL team to run for almost 300 yards against you. That's soft, man. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn what nobody thinks, what nobody says. If you want to win football games, you got to win in the trenches. And up to this point, the Dallas Cowboys have been bullied and turned into some straight bitches when it comes to trench warfare, man. Like, straight up. The Dallas Cowboys defensive line has not been great. The cornerbacks and safeties have not been great in run support at all. We love Trayvon Diggs. He's not doing his job in run support. I love the safeties. They're not doing their job in run support. Seatbelt Carson. You're missing tackles, my boy. I know you're trying. You're trying to get to the point of attack. You're not doing good. You had a reputation for being a tackler. You had a reputation for being physical. You have not been any of that up to this point, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just call a spade. Call it, just say what it is. You have not played well. But that's where I would start. Your run defense has been atrocious. What would not be ever talked about? We love the Dallas Cowboys and their ability to draft offensive linemen. Your offensive line is dog shit right now. Your offensive line is not great right now in any aspect. Tyler Guyton, if he's not giving up a sack or a pressure, he's submitting a penalty. Terrence Steele is a fucking turnstile at this point. Neither one of your tackles are reliable. You could not trust either one of your tackles up to this point. Now, for Tyler Guyton, he's a kid. He's only played 3 NFL games. I told y'all there would be growing pains. I told y'all it would not be no seamless move from a fucking Hall of Famer to no kid. Right? Y'all up here trying to tell me not to overreact. You knew damn well you were not going to replace no Hall of Fame caliber tackle with no fucking rookie and not expect no drop-off. Now, will he eventually be a good NFL player? Sure, probably so. Does that help me right now in 2024 when I'm trying to compete for a fucking title? No, it does not. It don't do shit for me. It don't do shit. He got potential, but right now I need production, and he's not giving you that right now. He's not. Neither him nor Terrence Steele. Your tackles or liabilities right now, and honestly, man, that's why it's so hard to even gauge what the offense is or isn't. Because your tackles haven't been good in any aspect. They haven't been good in the run. They damn sure ain't been good in pass pro. So I can't really even gauge what my offense is because of their inability to hold up in anything. Right? So that's one of your other issues. Secondly, let's turn back around to the defense. We talked about them giving up 275 yards on the ground. The explosive plays have to stop, man. The explosive plays have to stop. If you give up ass, you can't give up mouth too, man. You going out like hoes at this point. You going out like hoes. Like, you can give up some run plays. You can give up some big plays. But you can't give up both, man. You're going to have to choose to struggle and stick to it. You can either give up the run and be stint and like make teams matriculate the ball down the field, right? You can do that. Or you can just die quickly and give up the big plays and set out to stop the run, right? But you can't do both. You can't be inept at stopping the run and inept at stopping big plays. That shit don't even go hand in hand together. You should be, if you struggle in one, you should be good in the other. Just pretty much by the way that you align. And the Dallas Cowboys aren't able to do either one at this point, man. They're not. And it's frustrating because these are issues that could have been avoided. These are issues that we try to warn y'all about when we talk about Dak Prescott, who continually gets up there on the podium and takes all the slander, takes all the criticism, while your other highest paid players tuck their tails, don't even talk to the fucking media, right? Y'all have a lot of blame to put on four, but at the end of the day, when you're attempting almost 50-something passes, and over a fourth of them are into tight window throws, that means either your scheme is not worth a damn or your guys just aren't winning, right? I will have to wait to see the all-22 film before I just jump out the window on that. But the numbers just at face value. If you're having to throw into tight windows all the damn time, odds are guys ain't open. They didn't look open on the TV view, right? But like I said, I don't want to just jump the gun on that. But up to this point, it's not looking like your quarterback is getting a lot of help. We already talked about the inability to pass block. We already talked about them not creating separation. What the fuck is he really supposed to do? We know that we ain't got no run game. We can't run the goddamn ball. And listen, man. I thought that adding Zeke would do something in the red zone. We're not even getting to the damn red zone. And had I known the Dallas Cowboys were not going to draft a running back because of Ezekiel Elliott, and then we're only going to give Ezekiel Elliott 3 carries in a fucking football game, I would have slapped the shit out of Jerry Jones the moment he said the shit. I would have went to jail for y'all niggas, man. Don't even trip about it. You would just have to bail me out. But they mishandled the running back room. They completely mishandled the running back room, man. You didn't draft the guy. Rico Dow was somebody I said had potential but couldn't stay healthy. He's not even seeing the ball enough. So I don't fucking know, honestly, what the Dallas Cowboys need to do. It might be too late because there really ain't no running backs out there on the street in September that you can sign and make your team better. You know, best case scenario, you activate Dalvin Cook and he's able to give you a little bit of juice. But at the end of the day, man, the Dallas Cowboys mishandled this. Right? These are the sins that are coming home that you got to pay for from your lackluster offseason. You took your time to sign CeeDee Lamb, so he missed the entirety of training camp. You waited until kickoff to sign your quarterback, so you couldn't create a lot more cap space to go shopping with. You did absolutely nothing in replacing, in replacing Tyron Smith. You went out there and you replaced a Hall of Famer with a rookie, right? And listen, I know Tony Pollard didn't have the best season, but you let a 1,000-yard rusher leave, and your counter to that was to sign pretty much the equivalent of a 1996 Honda Accord with 200,000 miles on it. Because I love Zeke, but y'all saw Zeke. We ran Zeke into the fucking ground when he was here. We piled carry on top of carry on top of carry on Ezekiel Elliott, and we wonder why he ain't got much left. So you signed that guy back to replace a 1,000-yard rusher, and you were hoping a combination of him, an injured guy, Enrico Dow, and a 5'5" miniature running back to be your answer to the running back room. Damn y'all for believing that shit. And I can talk freely on here because this is a video I'm not even going to monetize. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts and opinions, in here because y'all my members. But that was some bullshit. Dallas Cowboys know that was some bullshit. Y'all knew it was some bullshit when it happened. But we're the bad guys when we sit here and talk about it's not enough. We're negative Nancy's, all that other bullshit. When in reality, we're ahead of the curve. When in reality, we seen the bullshit from a mile away, and we just trying to say something to try to prevent the shit from happening. So yeah, man, the Dallas Cowboys got a lot of shit going on. Your defense ain't worth a quarter. Your scheme may not be good, man. You know I rock with Mike McCarthy. But offense is better than your scripted plays. There's no reason that your no huddle offense should be better than the plays that you call up and design, and right. There should be no reason for that. There should be no reason for any of that shit. And listen, I know part of it, to be fair to Mike, I know part of it was early on. There were drops. CeeDee Lamb fumbled the damn ball in the red zone after what would have been like a 15-yard gain. I think he fumbled it like the 5 or some shit. Like some of that, some of that is why Mike McCarthy plays didn't generate offense. So I will give him some grace on that part. But still, man, we have to figure out how to consistently move the ball, score points earlier in the game. Earlier in the game, we have to figure out how to score points and move the football consistently. Because we already see that you're not going to get any help from your defense. The best help for your struggling defense is a lead. That's the only thing that will save them from getting embarrassed, is having the football, controlling the football, not having them goofy motherfuckers be on the field that much. But it gets hard, right? When you are a one-dimensional offense, you can't generate a run game, and you got your quarterback throwing over 50 times, right? You're not going to be in position to win a lot of football games, man. You just aren't, especially not against the better competition. And as quiet as kept, I don't even think the Ravens are that good. They got the same exact record as you. They got one fucking win. You were the one sorry ass team that they beat, and yes, you sorry as a whole right now. You got one of the worst one of the worst defenses in the National Football League. You're not winning games. You're a sorry ass team right now, Dallas Cowboys. You just is. Will you be a sorry ass team by the time the season is over? I don't know, but we'll have to figure that shit out. But I'll be live. I'll do an actual live show later on today, man. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about precise numbers. Talk about some things I think could change things up for the Dallas Cowboys. But we got a short week, man. We got a real short week. We turn around, play Thursday against the New York Giants, man. So, fuck it. Ball up top, man. It's your boy Henny the